Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 17th of March. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Woodside, Core Lithium, the Pedico, Cochlear and Cobalt Blue. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter each Thursday, but our better ideas come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report. If you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Our main business, of course, is in portfolio management. It's in share trading, giving advice. So if you'd like to trade with me directly, then please call me and I'll explain how that service works. And all the advice here, of course, is general only. So here's the daily chart of Woodside. So we clearly had this big sort of consolidation here, then the break, and a strong rally, which in its final days went quite vertical. So obviously this type of move here was always going to be unsustainable. But as we could see, in terms of the consolidation, it has come back fairly sharply. So to me, what we've got here is what's known as an island reversal. So basically you've had a move where it starts to go vertical, gaps up, unable to go anywhere, gaps back down and starts to head lower and leaves this island here, it leaves this gap. So to me that means that the risk for now is to the downside. I mean, in terms of where it may find support is anyone's guess, but as I said, risk is now to the downside. So if you're looking to trade out of it, I'm pretty confident this move is over for now. Okay, Core Lithium. So if we look back to last year, we had this very nice sort of base here after a big run up at the start of the year, then a base, and then it sort of broke out of that base, and since then it's been trending quite sustainably. So I quite like the look of this uptrend here. Most recently we had this sort of pullback and then another little sort of consolidation, and then it gapped up here. So that was the break and the clear buy signal on volume. Come back to do a bit of a retest of this old sort of high region near 90 cents, and then it's gone to kick on. So nothing wrong with the way this chart looks. I expect it to continue trending higher. Okay, the Pedicos. So we've had sort of numerous sort of consolidations and breakouts. Most recently, the break in January didn't kick on. So instead of coming to the old high and then consolidating in a flat manner, it came all the way back and broke. So that recent breakout failed, and that was basically the sell signal, of course, and it's been heading lower ever since. At the moment, what we've got is in the last couple of weeks, we've seen a retest here of this old support level. So that's a very obvious level, going back to the start of last year. Rallied up to that, rejected. Now we need to see what it wants to do here. So, it's in terms of rejecting that and not making any progress in the last couple of weeks is a bit of a concern that it might just continue to trend lower. However, it is, in some respects, it is holding up. So, if we are going to get a bit of a tighter range here and then a break through this 3.5 cents, that would be the next buy signal. So we just have to step back and wait to see that happen first. Otherwise, it might just continue trending lower. Cochlear, so fairly clear, I think, with what it's doing now. We had this, big decline here, but there was an obvious sort of resistance line here, and this gap up here. This break was the buy signal. It's run up, found some obvious resistance here at these levels, which was always going to happen. So now we just need to see what happens. At best, if it can sort of give us a flat consolidation, you know, even give us another higher low, consolidate, and then you'd be looking for the next buy signal. Otherwise, I think if it was to drop under this sort of 210 region, that wouldn't be a good sign at all. So again, just keep an eye on it and look for the next buy signal. Okay, cobalt blue, so trending last several months. They were a bit messy and volatile. I mean, quite a sharp move here, and then a little double top under this high, sell off, managed to hold support, then rallied strongly. So a bit of a hard one to, you know, in hindsight, if you were trying to read this one, it would have been quite difficult. But the recent move on volume was impressive. Obviously, a lot of volume coming in, which is good. Probably overbought in the short term. So, you know, I think it's natural that it cools off here. Ideally, I'd like to see, if it was me, I'd like to see a sort of, you know, flat consolidation, preferably even sitting on top of this high. I don't really want to see it come back deeply here. So if it can cool off here without falling too far, then I think that would be a positive. Okay, well, that's all for this week. If you've got a request, send it through. We'll try to look at it next Thursday for you.